Howdy howdy, this is Karate Granny back again with Arena Cutoff video for Marvel Contest of Champions. Today I cover my thoughts for round 1 of the Medusa and Darkhawk arenas. So the first thing I always like to do is compare these or categorize these new arenas to past arenas, as that allows me then to do some trend analysis on the past cutoff results. So when it comes to feature arenas, you're either a new or old champ, and obviously Medusa, she's an old champ, still very relevant in the game today, but definitely an old champ's been in the game for some time. When it comes to Darkhawk, he's a medium interest. There's 3 types of 4-star basic arenas: high interest, medium interest, and low interest, and he'll fall right around in that medium interest bucket. So now that I've categorized these, let's take a look at some past results, starting first with the 4-star basic medium interest like arenas. So that's and what I typically call a medium interest is anywhere where I feel the cutoff will be from 2 to 3 million. And looking at past arenas that fell into this bucket, you have Heimdall at 2.36 million. You have Emma Frost coming in at 2.6 million, the champion at 2.3, and here recently we had Night Thrasher coming in at 2.04 million, and then even Venom the Duck was actually right around that 2 million, actually a little lower than 2 million. So we've kind of seen some champs that, sure, it's their first time in the 4-star basic arena, but just given where 4 stars are in the state of the game, that we've seen these numbers fall down a little bit. So I definitely feel like we're going to see a Darkhawk fall around the champion and Night Thrasher range versus kind of like an Emma Frost 2.6, even getting higher there to where you get to some of the top tier champs in the game, like a Mega Red who went to 2.8 in that neighborhood kind of thing. Then when it comes to the feature arenas, when you're an old champ, for the 3 stars, you're typically seeing just a little bit above that last milestone, around 650,000. That's been a consistent theme now for some time. When it comes to the 4-star feature, this is where we start seeing a little variation. So when I took a look at past results for old champs that still have high relevancy in the game, or top tier champs, kind of like a Captain America Infinity War, when you dupe Star-Lord, he's still a great champ, and here recently, more recently I should say, Iron Man Infinity War, and you can see we're looking right around 5.5 million, some going higher, Captain America 5.8, some getting a little bit lower like Iron Man, but that's generally the range, somewhere in the 5 millions and right around that mid 5 million range. Then when it comes to the 5-star feature arena, there's even more variation, but it all kind of starts around that 30 million for these type of champs. So old champs, but still have a lot of relevancy in the game. Captain America Beardo, Captain America Infinity War definitely is probably one of the strongest examples of that. That's why his 5-star feature arena cutoff reflects that. Star-Lord still around 30 million, Sabretooth 30 million, but then here recently Iron Man Infinity War at 31. So I really think with Medusa we're going to be seeing around that 31 to 35 kind of range. So considering these past results, here are my thoughts for the round 1 cutoffs for the Medusa and Darkhawk arenas. These cutoff predictions are for the veterans bracket, meaning your account has been open for over 61 days. Starting first on the left with the 5-star feature arena, I think we're looking at 33 million. Like I said, somewhere between that Iron Man and Beardo cutoffs for their recent 5-star features. I think we're looking right around there. I think we're looking at 5.4 million for the 4-star feature Medusa. I think we're looking at 2.2, again, kind of very similar to the champion, as well as Night Thrasher, kind of in that range. 2.2 might even be a little bit lower, 2.1, but to be a little safer, we'll put it a little bit higher, 2.2 million for that cutoff. And then lastly, for the 3-star feature Medusa, I think we're looking at that solid trend of around 650,000. And again, these predictions are for the veterans bracket. And like I always say, past results don't guarantee future results. And when it comes to MCOC arena grinding cutoffs, these are definitely that's definitely the case. These are definitely an estimate. These results are even self-reported by the community. These past results, so we don't even have the true actuals. For the most part, we get a good idea based off of what people are reporting. But so with all that in mind, I'm trying to get within 5-10% of the actual. So I always try to give a grind target just to give yourself a little buffer, since sometimes my predictions might be a little lower than the actual cutoff. So go to 36, maybe 37 million if you don't want to miss out on that 5-star feature Medusa. Go to 5.7 or 5.8 million for the 4-star feature Medusa. 2.5 should be plenty for Darkhawk, and then 700,000 should should put you in the safe zone for the 3-star feature Medusa. And again, these grind targets, similar to these predictions, are for the veterans bracket. When it comes to the beginners and intermediate bracket, there's a ton of volatility in these brackets. These numbers change all the time just because the way that people move across these brackets change over time. The number of new people coming into the game, the people moving, every 30 days across these brackets and eventually ending up in the veterans bracket after 60 days. There's just so much volatility, but that's why I do appreciate when people take the time and let me know in the comment section of my videos kind of what they're seeing, sharing their results, as that's very helpful. And what it sounds like more recently here with Namor, given the word was out even for newer accounts and probably duped accounts or alternate accounts kind of thing versus totally new players, but everybody knew quickly that Namor was going to be a great champ. So even in these arenas, we saw the cutoff for a 4-star feature Namor around 1.5 million. So those are some pretty high numbers, 1.6 kind of rounding up based off where the cutoff, because it was somewhere in between there. So those are really, really high numbers. I don't think we're going to see that with Medusa and Darkhawk, even though, they are decent champs, and Medusa is still very relevant, even though she's been in the game for some time. With all that being said, keep these kind of rough ballpark numbers as just a reference point as you do your grinding. You're always safer to go a little bit further. And since these numbers are all beneath the last milestone rewards, it definitely doesn't hurt to go push to those last milestones. And that Namor score kind of even show you the 4-star feature. There was plenty of space left with the milestone reward. So keep that in mind. In this case, once you're in the veterans bracket, then yeah, especially for like a 4-star basic, how far do you want to push, because that last milestone is at 1.5 million. But in the case with these, and you're in the beginner and intermediate bracket, you can push it as far as you want. And I always recommend going after the milestone rewards anyway, as they're going to give you more units, more premium hero crystal shards, which with newer accounts, you're always just looking to add more champs, whether to get them for the first time, dupe them, or get duped for the ISO kind of thing. But anyway, with all that being said, keep these guesstimates treat them with a grain of salt and drive as much as you can, or I should say grind as much as you can against these. But with the beginner's bracket, meaning your account's open from 1 to 30 days, 3-star feature, you're looking around 245,000. The 4-star basic Darkhawk around 750. The 4-star feature Medusa around 1 million. For the intermediate bracket, meaning your account's been open for 31 to 60 days, the 3-star feature looking at 550,000. The 4-star basic Darkhawk 900,000, and lastly the 4-star feature Medusa right around 1 million. So anyway, these are my thoughts for round 1 of the Medusa and Darkhawk arenas. Would love to hear your opinion, especially if it's different than mine. Throw it on down in the comment section of my videos, and we can definitely discuss it there. If you have any questions, throw it on down in the comment section as well, and I will try to get to them as quickly as possible. Other than that, if you found this video helpful or informational, like the video, whatever, would really appreciate it if you click that thumbs up button. And if you like my videos and you haven't subscribed to the channel, really appreciate it if you would. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and have a great day.